Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. I am Richard. Today I am going to take you with me up into the dark void of space again and strap you on one of these cool little spaceships. I'm going to show you the game Selsia. This is a Kickstarter that comes out any day now, and there will be a link down in the description to the Kickstarter. It's a 1 to 4 player game, around 30 minutes to 70 minutes of gameplay. And this is about you portraying as, well, a little space explorer where you will go out in space and take a look at different types of planets. You will take on different types of jobs, finish different types of objectives, fight pirates, or why not another player as well. You will get to upgrade your cool little spaceship in this game. I'm going to show you the setup of the game. I'm going to give you an overview of the game. So let's just take a look at it. This is the setup of the game. Each player have chosen their own little spaceship here with their own color on it and put them on the center of the board with the Selsia. Each player have taken their corresponding board that matches up with their ship and placed out their little tokens on the board. These round ones here should be placed in each round spot. You should have one cube on each of the 3 spots up here. You should have the yellow battery on the yellow spot. Fill up the rest with gray cubes. Depending on which kind of starting bonus you have, you will get different kind of starting items. Each player also need an action extension board and put a black little token on spot number 10. This one should be placed under your board. On the planet Pepperit and Oxidike, we have 3 meeples in different colors. We have the boost cards on the Renum space. On Tortuga, we have 2 pirate tiles, which should be placed with number 2 facing the red arrow. On Vex, we have 2 quest tiles turned face up. On the 6 different planets, we have the job cards. These are placed with 1 job card face up with the number 1 on it, and beneath we have 2 number 2 and 4 number 3 placed face down. Over here we have the Selsian defense systems. The first player gets the first player token. Every player gets 1 red die and 1 blue die. Each player gets 2 objective cards and get to keep 1. Next to the board we also have a market. Depending on how many players you are, you should put out a different amount of tiles. If you were a 4-player game, we would put tiles up here as well. But this is a 3-player game, so this is what the setup looked like. We have also removed all the tokens with a 4-player sign on them. And then we have some objective cards and combat cards and some more dice. If we look at the player board, we can see that there are a bunch of things going on here. Up here we have the influence cubes. These ones are used later in the game to gain, well, influence in this world. You also have these brown little cubes here that I showed you before that are placed in the round circles. Down here we have the energy of your ship. All ships starts with 1 yellow and 3 black ones, except the blue ship, which have 2 yellow ones. Down here we have the different amounts of the different items that you have. This player here, for example, has 10 credits, 2 scrap and 2 pizzas. The extended action board down here with a bunch of numbers and the black token starting on number 10 is the amount of actions you can do during your turn. Each ship has a special ability. This one, for example, let them start with plus 6 credits, but will also let them have a free action where they pay 3 credits to get 1 energy cube. Except for the meeples that we placed on the board, we also have a bag full of little spacemen. The last thing we need to do is to give each player their own unique color token and put it on number 0 on the fame tracker. Now, what is a fame tracker? Well, this is basically the points that you will achieve during your gameplay. The objective of this game is to gain more fame than your opponents. And you gain fame in different kinds of ways, but mostly by finishing different types of jobs. This game is played in 3 different phases. The first one is the action phase. The action phase consists of 3 different steps, and a player needs to do every step in order or pass. Now, the first thing a player can do is to take their cool little spaceship here and move it around the field. And you have the actions that I told you on the extension action board. Now, you need to move according to the errors on the board, and you can't end your movement on the same spot that you started. Some of these planets are also locked at the beginning of the game. These are the ones in the outer field that do not have the work cards on them. To be able to get in here, you need to unlock the influence markers and put them on these fields later on in the game. But for now, let's just move. So now I get to move my cool little spaceship around the board. To do this, I simply take my little spaceship and then I need to follow the arrows leading to where I want to go. I want to go up to Lavado to do a job card. To do this, I would need to follow the arrows here, up here, finally here. I would not be able to go from Selsia directly up to Stella, as there are no arrow in between. I could not go from Selsia to Queso and then to Lavado, as the arrow points the wrong way. I have reached my destination and I would like to complete this job. But I can't, because this card up here has a special symbol, which means that I would need to have an upgrade on my ship to allow me to actually do this job. Some of these cards do not have the symbol and then you're free to do it, but some of them have. Here you can see the type of job that this is. This is a valuable cargo. You can also have a common cargo, and there are sabotage jobs, there's guard jobs, there are a bunch of different jobs. Most of them requires you to go to another planet to be able to fulfill the requirements that are needed to get the reward. But guard cards and sabotage cards are needed to be made on the location you are right away. The blue player here would like to go to Loom Terra to do one of these jobs here. Again, they have to take the route following the arrows, making 1-2 moves, and taking the job card. If we take a look at this card, we can see that this is a civil act card, and the player does not have to have any special upgrade to do it. Plus, they need to go to the planet of Aeron to complete this. Once they have done that, they need to roll a +2 on the red die and a +2 on the blue die to actually get the reward stated down here. Once they have completed this task, they will get the reward immediately. If you have any jobs that are still active, you should place them on the active side of your player board. All the finished jobs should be placed in the finish spot. Some of these jobs will also let you unlock an influence cube with a symbol looking like this. If you get this in a reward, you will be able to unlock one of your influence cubes and put it on a planet that you would like to unlock, giving you access to this planet in the future. The brown ship here would like to fly up to Adolescere to be able to buy an upgrade from the market and place it on their board. On the marketplace, you can see the available upgrades facing up. In the upper left corner, you can see what you need to pay to buy this upgrade, and in the lower corner, you will see what you will get by putting this on your ship. This one, for example, will give you a +1 on blue die rolls. So we bought this cool little upgrade, and as I said, this costs 2 credits, which means that I need to lower my credit counter from 10 to 8. And it also costs 1 scrap metal. So we need to move that one down from 2 to 1. And then we need to take our neat little upgrade here and put it in our ship. Ta-da! There are a bunch of upgrades that you can do. You can boost up your attack system, you can boost up your engine, your defense system, or get the certificate you need to actually do certain kind of jobs. And there is a lot of things you can do to your ship, but also to the other players. If you end up on the same space as another player, you can choose to fight them. Or if you end up on Tortuga, you can choose to fight pirates. If you want to fight some pirates, you need to look where the red arrow is pointing. It's pointing at +2, which meaning that you need to roll higher or equal to the same amount of this when you roll your red die. So I got 5, which means that I won, because they only had a +2 on this one. Once I have 1, I rotate this token counterclockwise and pump it up 1 more number, giving the pirates just a little bit more edge in the future. Once the fighting is over, I get to draw 2 combat cards and choose one of them to get the rewards right away. And I can choose either 1 victory point or 1 scrap. I definitely choose the victory point. But like I said, you can also fight your opponents. If you end up on the same spot as your opponent, you may choose to attack them. And this works out the same way as we did with the pirates. The attacker takes up the red die, but the defender in this case has a chance to defend themselves by rolling the blue die. Whoever gets the highest amount is the winner, and if it is a tie, the attacker will win. The winner of this attack also gets to draw 2 combat cards and choose one of them. But they also get to destroy a piece of the opponent's spaceship. Meaning that I could pick this one, for example, and the player would need to put it upside down. And to repair this, they would need to use one of their energy cubes. But there are a lot of other cool actions on this board for you to do with your little ship. You can get some more meeples, for example. You can go to Vex and you can complete a quest which will allow you to get another objective card and give you the possibility to get even more rewards. Or why not go to Requiem and get some boost for your ship? Or go to Stella to get some more pizza. Or you can jump in the wormhole and pop up somewhere else on the map. There are a lot of choices for you to make here. The meeples in this game are used in different situations, and these are your crew members. The yellow one, for example, can be used instead of an energy cube. The blue one is if you want to re-roll the blue die, and the red one is if you want to re-roll the red die. Beside the planet actions, you also have some free actions that players can do during their turn. This one, for example, will let you spend 2 food to get 1 crew member from the bag. Here you can spend 1 energy cube to raise the amount of your attack die or blue defense die. Once all players are done with the action phase, we come into phase number 2. This is where we refill our action track down here. So if I am down here at 4, for example, I will reset it up at 10. And since I did not use all of my actions, I get 1 more scrap, moving it up just 1 step. Then we move into the crew member and market refill phase. Yet we need to refill Pepperit and Oxidize with meeples. There should be 1 meeple of each color on both locations. In the market refill phase, we need to refill the market, moving it to the right and then taking the top one from the corresponding pile and refilling. The game ends when a player reaches the end of the fame tracker. So there you have it, people. That was Selsia for you. This is a cool and tactical space game. And this is for you that does not really enjoy the fighting in the big part, but are mostly about actually succeeding in doing your missions. Because this game, I went all in fighting and trying to shoot down the other ships in the beginning of it, but I just ended up losing. The main important things here is actually to get your fame points, upgrade your ship so you are able to do the missions that you have in front of you. Complete the objectives, get the scores, try to unlock the different upgrades, the different planets, and be tactical in how you use the different action points that you actually have. That are my tips for you. This game is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's not that hard to learn. I mean, you need to figure out the different upgrades and what they actually do and what will be the best benefit for you, but the rules are not that complex. The setup takes a little bit of time, maybe 10 minutes, so it's not that bad either. I showed you a prototype today, so the components in the end might look a little bit different, but I still like this a lot. I really enjoyed this game, so this will be out on Kickstarter soon, as I said. The link is down in the description, so check that out. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Why not give me a comment maybe? I love to interact with you, so tell me something and I will answer you right back. If you like this channel, please subscribe to it and support it. It gives me a smile on my face every time I get a new subscriber. And until next week, people, please take care of each other and keep on spreading that board gaming love that I know you all have. Peace out.